There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You don't have to be ready.
Welcome, gentlemen. Blockey Sports Network, Wednesday night games. We're looking for our first game tonight here. We've got the Houston Bandits against the Milwaukee Muskies. Looking like it's going to be a not a very close game, a very hard-hitting team here, the Milwaukee Muskies, against the Houston Bandits, who have had a bit more of a struggle this season. What are you guys thinking going into this game, Connect Me?
This game, as much as I love the Bandits, big Bandits fan, will not be close. The Muskies are a very good team this season. They have a tendency to they like to blow out teams that are bad and teams that don't have players showing up. Kind of like it's a weird thing, you know. They kind of do that and then lose to a team down players. I don't know, but you know, they'll probably win tonight. So that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, absolutely no mercy given from the Milwaukee Muskies, no matter who your roster shows up or what happens here. What are you thinking going to this game, Panda Man, about the night?
Well, Milwaukee should get an easy win here. Let's be real. Houston has not been themselves at all this season.
Yep, beautifully said, Panda Man. I couldn't agree more. Milwaukee Muskies have some of their higher paid contracts here showing up tonight. Tango, Packers, some notable names for them. Vaculate Beef, I talked to him before the game started. He's feeling and looking electric in his gameplay. Really looking to find a hat trick tonight. Says he wants his name to be called out a lot in the broadcast. He's feeling very confident in this game. Houston Bandits, not sure too much on their roster. I don't know if Vasilevsky, one of their highest paid players, is making it tonight. I know ohLuvv is making it tonight. Connecty, what do you think about those roster holes in the Bandits?
As it seems right now, I believe Vasilevsky is out with a day-to-day injury, so I do not think he'll be showing up tonight. So that means I think ohLuvv will be making his BHL goalie debut, or maybe second debut, around there. No Vasilevsky means no win. I mean, he's kind of like the win condition of the team. It's gonna be very rough. The Bandits roster is kind of just very thin. Curse the Dog is making his debut this season, though. Probably, P3 from the blue line and will go in. So that might get a goal.
Curtis the Dog making his debut. Will be great to see if he can hit some P3s per usual. Looking into this game, prediction times. I'm taking a pretty easy Milwaukee Muskies win here. At least by 3. I think goal leader is going to be Packers for the Muskies here. What are you thinking today?
I'm thinking a 5-1 Milwaukee win. I don't think there's going to be anything else really close to that.
Yeah, that's a pretty fair assessment there. I don't really think I could see this going any other way. Panda Man, what are you thinking tonight for this predictions?
If Choki's not here and Tucker plays in that, or also known as ohLuvv, it'll be a demolishing. I think it'll be like 8-1 Milwaukee.
Pretty high score there.
Yep. Right. Thank you, Panda Man. That's a great prediction. Looking at the looking at the teams here and their their current standings and their power rankings. I mean, Milwaukee Muskies, sorry, middle of the pack underneath the Freedom and the Storm at the moment. But Houston Bandits all the way at the bottom for their division, the South Division. Power rankings, though, have shown the Muskies above the Freedom, below the Storm, and well above the Bandits. So this is a one-sided expected game for everybody here. But the beautiful thing about Blockey Hockey Connect is upsets are always possible, and things can always happen. Are you holding any hope for a nice upset of the underdog win here?
Unfortunately, as much as I would love an upset to happen, I mean, I basically partied when the Grizzlies somehow lost to the Blue Wolves. That was pretty entertaining. No Vasilevsky, no win. That's what I said earlier. Win condition, it's just not happening. It's just not. I don't think it's possible. I don't think anything's really. I don't think so. Unless the Muskies play unless they play like the worst they have in like ever. It's just not. It's not happening. I don't think so.
Absolutely here. But hey, maybe you'll get proven wrong. Maybe we'll come back after this and say we'll say, man, this guy just thought there was no way this was getting an upset here. But it absolutely is. My co-caster here coming in for a transition wants to talk a bit about the All-Star announcements, Mr. Panda Man. Anything you'd like to say about that?
Well, the All-Star game is happening this week on Sunday, June 9th at 7 p.m. and the rosters have also been announced. For the North Division starters, it'll be Ghostyferret, Floods, Transports, ZO1, and Winner 16. And meanwhile, for the South Division, it'll be Penley, Robe, Tango, Vacuolet Beef, and Spooky Mount. Connect me. Which team do you think is going to win the All-Star game?
I don't look at the rosters too well, but if I had to just go off the top of my head, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be the South Division. Just judging off of how the divisions have played out so far this season, you look at the North Division, and it's just kind of like, that picture of the Bugatti that's like in the really bad-looking house. That's like kind of like the Blues and the rest of the division. And then you look at the South Division, and it's like a rich neighborhood, like where some of these MC gangsters say, "This is where I grew up in." That's kind of what their neighborhood looks like.
I mean, we'll see the outcome of the game tonight between us, Connect me. I am looking for revenge. So
I am looking for 3 goals behind you tonight.
Yeah, you
Not
can't.
for me,
You
of
scored
course.
1 last time,
Past
buddy.
that.
Calm down.
As we get a bit heated on the commentator side or the analyst side here. Looking at the All-Star Division, I have to agree the South Division is just more stacked here in terms of raw skill. But you know, one shining diamond the North Division has, I think they aren't going to be quite able to squeak out a win, but I think Winner 16, my GOAT in net, is going to absolutely shine as he has continued to shine throughout the season on the Eagles. Will continue to develop and play well during that All-Stars game, and I think will really show off some of his prowess, even if it won't be able to take the win for the North Division.
I do agree with that. I'm not gonna lie though, he's gonna have to stand on his head. I'm also hearing Ghostyferret might not even make an appearance. So that North Division team is just kind of, I don't even know who's on the team. It's just gonna be probably the best player in Friends. One of the best. It's gonna be ZO1 in Friends.
You mean
That's what I'm
Gavin
looking at.
and Friends?
You know, we are really trying to gas it up. Really trying. Man.
Try to gas it up. Need the attendance, need to sell the tickets, and make sure that the league continues to get its funding. All right, we got to gas it up. Any other notes here? We getting close to game time here. Only 1:28 until we have this face-off. Start off our Wednesday night blocky hockey here. Any last-minute commentations you guys have and our analysts?
I guess I have one point. I think Tango's gonna have a stat pad game. I can see it. I did say 5-1. I think he's getting 4 of those.
Well,
Absolutely can see him getting 4 of those.
I think the entire team is going to be stat padding tonight. I expect the KP football assist at minimum. And
That's a good
like,
point.
a hat trick by Tango and Packers most likely.
Yeah, I can see that happening. This is definitely going to be a stat pad game for all of the superstars and all the star players on the Muskies here. I think I said it earlier in my predictions. I do think Packers is scoring the most on the Milwaukee Muskies, but I could see it being very close to Tango. I see Tango could also be tying that or beating it out on the points there. As we go here, 30 seconds until face-off, man. Love to see these games. We're hoping for a close game, of course. Entertaining is always what you want here in this blocky hockey night. Unfortunately, it won't. But we are looking at 2 more games later here that we will see some analysis coming later. Not right now, but stick around for the games after this. I believe we have the Philadelphia Freedom versus Storm at 7:45 and Saskatoon Blues Calgary Wings at 8:30 as we go down to ice level here for the commentary. And I will be continuing commentating here for your commentation tonight. DBGXO, I'm making my BHL debut here. Thank you for our analysts tonight, as we will take it back to them when we have stoppage time, and anytime they'd like to chime in with their thoughts, they are more than welcome to here. Looking at the lines here, we see for the Houston Bandits, Curtis the Dog facing off against Just Rye from the Muskies on this first line. As Just Rye will win this forward, takes it forward, stopped by Curtis the Dog, who tries to take it up the ice. Just Rye pinging it back to Wast. Wast 5-holing it up the boards. Bit of just possession given up to both teams, pinging it back and forth here as Tango takes it into his defensive zone. Trying to bring it up the ice, puts it on sides. P3 past ohLuvv. ohLuvv in the net, not able to stop that. As Tango will find his first of the night, only 19 seconds in. That will be the Muskies' first of the night as well there. A great P3 from Tango. No stam, unfortunately, but 19 seconds in doesn't really seem like it would have affected the game at all. Houston's just...
This is just about what I expected. I'm not going to lie. I love ohLuvv. Big fan of him. Just, he's not a goal. 5-1 might have actually been a little generous to the Bandits.
A man can live out his dreams, you know. As we'll see a line change here. Just Rye coming off for Vaculate Beef. Vaculate Beef will keep taking this face-off here against Curtis the Dog. Wast and Tango, their respective defenders for each team. As Vaculate Beef will win this. Curtis the Dog clamping it, taking it up, stopped by Tango. Tango gets it past Wast. Wast not able to stop him. Tango post abuse, taps it in for his second of the night. Finds his first 19 seconds into the game and finds his second 7 seconds after. It's been 26 seconds into the game and Tango already has 2. This is
I said he had 4. Again, I think I was being very generous. This is just not, for all your fans at home, I think you should just start, like, you know, counting sheep in your head or something. This game's it's just gonna be one of those games, you know.
Absolutely, as we'll see how long it takes for the Mercy Rule to be enacted and for the timers to just start running at stoppages.
Get an over-under on that.
Start getting some betting lines here. Tango finding his 2. Would you like to change your bet here?
Not as bet stand.
As Curtis the Dog here will lose it to Vaculate Beef. Wasp P3ing it up. Curtis hits that past Tango. Tango just turning around, tries to clear it. But Curtis takes the corner. P3 to KP Football on a glove down as he drops this into the corner for Tango to take up. Tango continues to take this up. Curtis on his trail. Curtis will back check that and give it to Wasp. But Wasp not able to control it there as Tango will battle for this in the corner. Tango taking this behind the net of the Houston. Losing control of it though. As he regains control. Looks for a pass up to Vaculate Beef. Pinged away by Curtis. Vaculate Beef will keep control of that. A fast pull back. As he hits this past Curtis on the boards. Not able to keep control of this though. Curtis will bring it around his own net. Trying to find a pass up maybe to Wasp. Vaculate Beef will not allow that to happen. As Vac hot in his tail. Curtis bring it up. Curtis 5-holes it past Tango. KP clears it out. P3 from Curtis. Curtis just not able to find the net there, though. Tango wins this out. Curtis behind Tango now. P3 from Tango. Slots it to the right of ohLuvv, and he'll find his third of the night. As ohLuvv just not looking great on this positioning here in the net. Being able to sneak multiple P3s past him and 5-holes past him as haps fly onto the ice for Tango.
Shameless stat pad game. You always got to have one of these a night.
Absolutely, as Muskies continue to, or line change here. They bring on Packers and Siffin, their second line, after the first line finds the first 3 of the night. Milwaukee Muskies up 3-0 with 3 minutes 35 seconds left in the first period. The line change here for the Houston Bandits, the Newbly Bridge, and ohLuvv will come on for them.
I think Newbly Bridge is making his season debut, I believe.
Interesting. Newbly Bridge making his season debut. Good for him. A non-HL winner for the last tournament-style season they hosted. Making his BHL debut. We'll see what he can do for this Houston Bandits, who are currently down by a lot. As he pressures this in the corner, Siffin giving him space. Struggling a bit in the corner there. Pings out to center ice. Packers taking that up the boards. ohLuvv able to get a puck on that. Pings it up. Siffin and ohLuvv just kind of giving away possession to each other. Newbly Bridge P3s to nothing. Siffin gets past 2. ohLuvv there to clear it out, though. Siffin wasn't able to quite control that. Siffin gets it a pass back to Packers. Packers trying to find a P3 up. Finds the P3 pass. Siffin able to receive that. Pulls back. ohLuvv pings it away. Siffin tends to put that into the corner here. Siffin putting it center ice. Newbly pinging that out. As he'll take that up far side. Packers here on Newbly Bridge on him. Newbly will pass this back to ohLuvv. ohLuvv putting it behind his net here, bringing it around. P3 is up to Newbly. Newbly won't quite connect as Siffin's just there to stop that from connecting. Great defensive positioning here from the Muskies, not allowing any of these passes to connect or beat any of their defenders. As Packers gets a pullback. Gets a shot, but not quite enough as ohLuvv will be there to stop that. ohLuvv gets a breakaway here on the pass. Tango with a good back check. Stop that from finding anything as P3 from Tango clamped by Curtis. Vaculate Beef on the ice now for Packers. As for Houston Bandits will find a line change here. Wasp coming on for ohLuvv. Curtis the dog taking this behind his net again. Vaculate Beef pressuring that. Wins over possession, but won't be able to keep it. As Vac puts it center ice. Tries to get the pullback, but won't be able to find it as it just doesn't have quite the angle. A good look, but not quite. Curtis looking for a P3. Tango easy crouch, but Tango overcommits. Gives Curtis a shot. Good save from KP Football here. Will stop that from going anywhere. Tango P3 pass up to Vac. Good ping from Wasp to stop that from connecting. Vac trying to fast pullback. Can't keep control of it as Wasp is just behind him. Tango 180s past Wasp. Finds the P3. Hits the post to ohLuvv. ohLuvv clears it out. Vaculate Beef not able to crash the net fast enough there. Good save from ohLuvv. Vaculate Beef takes this up the boards. Hits this into the corner. Finds the corner move. Looks again for the pullback style goal. Not able to find the angle once again, though. Second time going for it tonight. He wants it. As Vaculate Beef will lose control of this as he tries a corner move, giving it up to Wasp. Wasp with a whiff on the crit chain. Vac will win over possession. Cleared out by ohLuvv when hitting to center ice. Vaculate Beef hitting this in center ice again. Cleared to the back of the net by Curtis. Behind the net, excuse me. Misword that. Big hit on Curtis on the back, but that was in the corner there. Won't be called. A bit of lag here from Newbly as he just seems to teleport on top of the puck. Vaculate Beef, though, didn't seem to have control of the puck during that time. Packers finding the P3 just wide left. The complete possession. Milwaukee Muskies have held possession here in the defensive zone of the Bandits almost entirely here. And as I say that, Newbly gets almost a shot. Packers hits that out, clears it out. Newbly there just looking a bit confused. Didn't expect. Finds the P3, hits KP Football. And that will be the end of the period 1. 6 shots for Milwaukee Muskies. 4 shots for Houston Bandits. Muskies up by 3. It's my co-commentator Cat here.
It's just this game is just unfortunate, to be honest. I will not lie.
Absolutely.
Kind of this is just one of those games. You turn on the TV, it's like 7 p.m. It's like maybe like 8:30 p.m. Turn on the game. It's just one of these games, you know. It's like a Wednesday night, Tuesday night, just boring day, boring games. It's just one of those games, you know.
It's a game you turn on in the background and then you do something else as it plays, and you just listen to it and you just check the score every once in a while. As Zulus put it perfectly in chat, it is a game to forget. Panda Man, any thoughts on this game today?
Awful. Honestly, this has been the most boring game so far in the season. I mean, it's only the first period as well. Like, Houston has no living chance in this game. Like, without Chokinton, who is their win factor, it's sad. Like, it's just bad.
Yeah, I have to agree here. Looking at a very one-sided possession here, 56% possession for Milwaukee Muskies here, and Houston Bandits have put up 4 shots. And on paper, you know, that looks like it's worth something. But for anybody who has 2 eyes and half a brain that watched the game, you know that those 4 shots were poverty, easy saves for KP football. And it's just a completely one-sided game here. Tango finding his hat trick within his first shift on the ice.
I think it was his first shift.
Yeah, you know, looking real good for your Tango prediction there on his most goals of the night, as he's securely in that lead for going into the second period. Any thoughts on how Houston can even maybe shift something into their favor on this game, Connecting?
I think they should just they have 2 options. They trigger a disaster draft, or they try to just they sacrifice New Billy Bridge. I think they should try doing one of those. Because they're not winning this game. Nothing's happening. Nothing. They're not gonna get any way out of it. Maybe if they sacrifice New Billy Bridge, like Vasilevsky and the entirety of the S9 Bandits roster will come down and save this team. But they got nothing. Maybe just gotta, I heard from rumblings out. The team's having fun. I hope they are having fun out there, because this is just a game they're not gonna win. This is the type of game you need to have fun, because if you're trying to win, it's just miserable. But as long as they're having fun.
Absolutely here. Disaster draft. Maybe they'd sacrifice to the blocky gods. We'll make something go in their way here. As the face-off will commence in 10 seconds here, we'll send it to On Ice here, our commentator. Thank you, analysts. As we start the face-off here, Tango and Just Rye for the Milwaukee Muskies out again. Newly Bridge and ohLuvv for the Houston Bandits here. Tango winning possession. Whiffs it a bit. P3s it back into his own corner. As Tango whiffing it again onto the boards here. Newbly trying to take it forward. Wins a pullback. Newbly with a good shot on net. But KP Football, a good save and a good shot from Newbly there, as he found some offensive prowess there for the Houston Bandits. And I'd say that's their first good-looking shot on net tonight.
And I will say I didn't mention this during the intermission, but they did change up their lines. They put Newbly and Carter on the first line, which I think probably was a smarter move. Curse the Dog and Walks just seems like a second line. I feel like they would probably play a lot better against the second line.
Absolutely. Newbly here taking it into his defensive corner here. Tango winning it out though. Pulls it back. Pulls it back again. Wins it again. Looks like he's on a penalty kill on his own defensive zone. Doesn't connect the pass to Just Rye, and ohLuvv will be there to hit it up, but Tango with a good back check. Stop ohLuvv from being able to get anything off of that. Newbly Bridge beats one defender though. Can't quite keep control of that though, as Just Rye clears this out to the corner. Just Rye here trying to find something in the corner here against Newbly Bridge. Almost wins the possession out, but loses it trying to hit this up. Just Rye continues to hit this up. Hits it into ohLuvv. Continues to take it up though, as ohLuvv will just fight to clear this out. ohLuvv, big hit into Just Rye. But this game, I don't think that'll be called here on this game. Just Rye with a good pullback. Finds the P3. Houston's line change. Not quite the greatest. Curse the Dog on the ice. Absolute whiff from Just Rye. A classic Bandits LC, but saved by a whiff from Just Rye. Packers finding a good pullback and a good 5-hole pass to ohLuvv. That'll be Packers' first of the night. Milwaukee's fourth as they go up even further.
This game's obviously a blowout, but we can still continue to ask the question, will the first overall pick get a point? We still will never know, I guess. Best chance probably for him in his young career, and he just bricks it fucking south.
Completely to the right there, allowing Bandits to get away with the classic Bandits LC. unpunished, but Packers will make sure that he hops on the ice and finds his first of the night.
I do want to say that first line, it definitely looked a bit better. But as soon as they LC'd, they conceded. So I'll let you theorize in your heads who the problem is. I will not say anything. I'm a slander-free zone. But we'll see how this shift unfolds.
As Packer wins the faceoff, takes it up, cleared by ohLuvv as Packers can't find the shot on target. Passes up to Siffin, a little too much there as Wasp will be on the receiving end of it. Lost P3 to the feet of KP Football. An easy glove for him as he puts this back into his corner. Not a lot of power on that P3 there. They double up on the defense on Packers and they'll win possession, but P3 to nobody as Siffin is there to receive it. Siffin taking around his own net.
We are shamelessly time killing in a blowout game. Unbelievable.
Siffin here. Curtis trying to clear it out of his corner. Can't get it past Siffin. Pulls back. Siffin pings. Siffin wins this back. Curtis on his tail. Siffin will just take this back into his own corner now. From one corner to the next. Pullback wins it. But can't keep control of that as Curtis the Dog will back check him.
This might be the most unproductive shift I've seen in my life. This is actually atrocious.
We've watched two corner battles from one corner to the next with no clear possession being won here. Wasp finally.
Wasp Packers have some action here. Thank God.
It's Wasp and Packers bring it into the corner. Wasp with a 180 to get out the corner immediately. Tango forechecking him. Tango not able to get it past Nubili. Nubili takes this to center ice. Zulis forechecking them. Big hit from Zulis on a Nubili. Zulis pulls it back. Hits it to ohLuvv. ohLuvv whiffing twice onto the ice. As Zulis finds a P3 a little bit wide. Won't be able to, a hard angle to find there. Only angle we can find that there's ohLuvv's not hugging his post, which is a hard bet to take there. But respect for trying to find it as Tango takes this behind the net of the Bandits. Finds a pass out to Zulis. Zulis P3! A great pass and a great P3 from Zulis. Zulis will find his first of the night. A great assist from Tango as that will be Zulis's first of the night, first of his career, I believe, and an amazing assist from Tango.
Or 4-point night from Tango. It's just
yeah,
casual game.
The first round pick, Just Rye, will not find his first season point before Zulis, unfortunately.
Quite unfortunate.
As
Quite unfortunate.
Zulis had honestly amazing pass from Tango, but what can you say more here? This is a very one-sided game as it's 5-0 already. 1 minute, 10 seconds left in the second period here. Zulis taking the face off against ohLuvv. ohLuvv will win that. Zulis back-checking it though. Whiffs on it and loses control of ohLuvv as it's hit onto the boards out of play here. They face off in the neutral zone of the Milwaukee zone. So the Milwaukee side. Newly Bridge here, maybe looking for a pullback to ohLuvv to maybe find their first of the night or have something going, as he won't even win the face-off. Zulis getting a pass up from Tango. Tango pass from Zulis! An amazing P3! Honestly, a really good play there, as the pass up to Zulis is received well by Zulis, and a good pass to Tango, where Tango has no coverage on him, finds the P3 to the right of ohLuvv. Tango's fourth of the night, an assist from Zulis for his second point of the night.
Kind of called it. He said maybe Nubili will pull it back to ohLuvv. You kind of have the right idea, just the wrong team.
Yeah.
But, props to the thoughts. And Zulis has 2 more points in first overall pick, Just right. But I will, again, nothing more than that. I'm just putting a statement out. Nothing else.
As 6-0, very one-sided game as expected. Unfortunately, we aren't looking for the upset that we were hoping for. Newbly Bridge again taking the face-off against Zulis. Zulis wins it back. P3's it up to ohLuvv. I mean, a shameless look for a stat pad. Good save from ohLuvv, though. Good glove as he drops it back into the corner. As we have another corner battle here. Newbly Bridge hitting it back into the corner. Taking it behind his net. Finding a P3 up to ohLuvv. ohLuvv receives it. Direction changes in the center ice. Packers backchecks that all day, though. Line change from the Muskies. Vaculet Beef coming on for Zulis. Newbly Bridge pinging Packers out of play there, as we will have a face-off in the neutral zone for the Houston Bandits side. Maybe we'll see another set play here.
And it appears the Bandits, the bench is kind of thinned down. I'm not going to lie. There seems to be 3 skaters in rotation for the Bandits tonight.
You don't love to see that. I mean, are players leaving, or are they just getting upset, or what's happening here? I mean,
Definitely a mix of all this. Curtis, a dog, probably has something else better to do. Doesn't want to be here.
not the
Just
morale I
not.
like to see in a locker room here. You know, players should be playing till the whistle here, not the mentality you want to see from a team. Even in a blowout, holding your composure is still very important. That will go out of play again for the 3rd time in the past minute. And another face-off in the neutral zone for the Houston Bandits side. Maybe another play from the Muskies coming out, or maybe the Houston Bandits will finally win a face-off. We shall see.
I hope the Muskies win this and just rip it into the net. I just want. I want.
As Wasp will win the face-off, but not realize he's pulling it back.
Please.
P3 up to Vac. Vac can't receive it. That was a little level B there. Almost finding their 7th goal on the last second of the P2, as we'll go back up to the analyst desks for the intermission. Youppi's calling him out for missing these while being an all-star. Looking at the second period here, it's been no different than the first. 2 more shots were gotten for the Houston Bandits. One of them was good. The other one was forgettable because I don't remember it. 6-0. Tango has found 5 points tonight. 2 passes to Zulis. Or 1 pass to Zulis, sorry. And 1 pass from Zulis. 4 goals. Packers finding 1. Very one-sided connecting. I mean, what is there even to say about this game here?
I want it to end. I want the game to end. I want the Muskies to get 1 goal so we can have mercy. I want the mercy rule in place. This game is just a game. You're gonna wake up tomorrow and you're gonna be like, damn, I wasted 30 minutes of my life watching this game. It's a game. This is a game of all time. And just the Bandits now again. They're also down a player. So they're like, really, what do you even do at this point if you're the Bandits? You just I feel like you just let in 1 and just let the clock run. But
yeah,
shameless stat padding is kind of a thumbs down, but you got to get the game over with. You just got to end it.
Thoughts from you, Panda Man, after watching this game so far?
I want to go home. It's so boring. Just get it over with. Like, how they haven't managed to score 7 yet. It's been 2 full periods, and they have, no offense, but goddamn Tucker in that and not Chokington. Like, please, just score 1 more so we can all go home. It has been so boring.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I mean, and also looking at the Houston Bandits locker room, seeing some, I don't know, possibly rage quits or just leaves after this blowout has started. Don't love to see that. You know, morality is important. Locker room talk is important. Keeping in your team's morale, not only just for to keep the blowout whatever, but just go into your next game not completely in shambles is not something you guys like to see.
I'm hearing there has been a trade middle of the game involving both of these 2 teams. Ala Fresco has been traded to the Houston Bandits for future considerations mid-game. So now the Bandits have enough to skate a player. They can skate a player now. This might be a first timer. I don't think I've ever seen this happen.
Will
But
Ala Fresco be the dagger? Will he be the saver? Probably not, as we go back to ice here for the commentating. Taking the face-off here. It looks like an immediate win off for the Milwaukee Muskies. As Tango here looking for a shot cleared out by Nubili. Tango, P3 pass up to Siffin. Siffin on the receiving end. Wasp there to ping it. Gets it past Tango. Wasp can't quite get the shot on net, though, as KP Football love that and drop it for his team. Good pullback. Tango, though, quick on the turn. Will P3 pass up to Siffin. Siffin finds the P3, and that will be in the back of the net. 7-0.
Oh, thank God.
ohLuvv letting in his 7th of the night. ohLuvv with a not good save percentage. I can't do the math that quick.
under 500.
Hey, so.
Actually, not under 500, surprisingly.
Tango has his 6th point of the night.
Oh no, sorry, that is
It is on the red ball.
yeah.
500.
As a 41% save percentage, I can't do that. 41% save percentage for ohLuvv here.
Muskies seem to just be running whoever they want at this point. No set lines, just throwing people out there, seeing what happens. I mean, in a game like this, it literally does not matter. You can play whoever, and it probably still end the same.
Absolutely. As Alfresco is for some reason... Okay, the trade did not go through, as it seems it's been vetoed by the BHL. Alfresco
Like
will
I
not be
trolled.
keep playing. As Nubly Bridge here takes it up the ice, stopped by Vaculate Beef, gets it past Vac, but just right behind him. Lost and Vac now fighting for it in the corner. Hit onto Vac in the corner here. Wast bringing it up. Just right able to stop that. Just right losing control of it though. Just right with the pullback. Whiffs it. And Wast just controls it. Wast loses it on a pullback. Pinged by Just Right in the corner. Vac pinging that onto Nubly Bridge. As position is just trading back and forth here. Just Right finds the P3 up to Vac. Won't be received by Vac. Just Right finding P3 into the feet of ohLuvv. Good save from ohLuvv, but honestly a poorly placed shot from Just Right. As Just Right looking for their first point of their BHL career. Vaculate be finding the P3 wide and doesn't have enough power there. ohLuvv P3ing it up to ice. Nubly Bridge coming off the bench. Whiffing out a bit there as ohLuvv continues to bring this up. Forechecked or backchecked by Just Right. Vaculate Beef finds the 5-hole. Not able to find anything though. ohLuvv there to stop it and ping it out. Just Right P3ing clamped by ohLuvv. Vaculate Beef hits it to the left. Shot wide as he won't be able to find anything. Both players on this line, Just Right and Vac, are looking for their first point of the night. Just Right looking for his first point of the season. ohLuvv gets it past Just Right, whiffs it, finds the turn. Doesn't have enough power in the shot, though. KP Football clears that out. Just Right taking this into the corner here. Hits Nubly in the corner. Vaculate Beef pings that up against the boards, puts it into center ice. Not enough power on it. Low level back check it and clear it out. Vaculate Beef going again for the pullback. P3's it, ohLuvv clamping it. Packers on the ice now for Just Right, and Wapex coming on for Vaculate Beef there. Wapex, a BHL rookie here, just like Just Right, a second-round pick, I believe, for the Muskies. As Wapex has had a great JBHL season so far. Maybe looking for his first BHL point, though. Packers finds the P3, pinged off of ohLuvv. Good glove from ohLuvv as he clears this into the corner. Almost couldn't clear it out. Hits the post, but that's okay, as it will find its way into the corner. ohLuvv trying to bring it up the ice now. Wapex on the back check. Packers forechecking that instead, though. Bit of a miscommunication. Wapex will take it up, though. Wapex getting it past 2. Wapex shot into the chest of ohLuvv. Easy save for ohLuvv as he clears that out. Wapex putting it to center ice. No teammate for him to receive it, though, as ohLuvv will clear that into the corner. Allowing it, though, for Packers to just take control. Wast finding the P3. Good save from KP Football there as he'll get his shoulder on it to stop it. Big hit from Wapex onto Wast. Wapex pulling it back, getting it past Wast. Wapex might be able to find a P3. Hit by Wast on Wapex's P3. That will be called.
That's illegal.
That is very much a pen. That very well could be a P shot. I don't know about on puck. You're behind him. Can't really be on puck if you're behind him.
I can't pause the clock. I can't pause it.
As the game will end. As the Muskies win. This has not been given here as my... Sorry, I don't think my cat's being picked up on a mic. As calls for the shot will be done. Honestly, it's such a blowout. It's up to you. Either way, it's okay.
It's just one of the games. It was a game. That was a BHL game for sure.
I'm so happy it's over.
I couldn't agree more.
So happy.
Yeah.
I think that'll do it for this game tonight. Another blowout. in BHL, another Muskies blowout where they play a weak team. I don't know, but that'll do it for this game.
Yeah, I have no thoughts left, honestly. That was a game.
I got all the signs, but I couldn't run then. I don't blame myself, couldn't see it coming. I know now, that's how they do it. They drag you in, just to leave you feeling stupid. Hey, don't call me up, I know you know what you did, so I'm turning the radio up. Don't wanna hear it's too late for apologize. Lately I've realized that what goes around comes back around. What goes around comes back around. You should never have to make excuses for his behavior towards you, the one he loses. I know they seem to understand now, but they will never change, no matter how hard you try. Hey, don't call me up, I know you know what you did, so I'm turning the radio up. Don't wanna hear it's too late for apologize. Lately I've realized that what goes around comes back around. Hey, hey. What goes around comes back around. Hey, hey. Looks so pretty on the outside, got the eyes of an innocent one. You can never tell at the first glance, they'll never save the last dance for you. Hey, don't call me up, I know you know what you did, so I'm turning the radio up. Don't wanna hear it's too late for apologize. Lately I've realized that what goes around comes back around. Hey, hey. What goes around comes back around. Hey, hey. What goes around comes back around. What goes around comes back around. You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. I see you hesitating while you're waiting, like somebody's gonna give it to you. You gotta chase gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You are like me, and I'm like you. You are like me, and I'm like you. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You don't have to be.
All right, welcome back for Game 2 of BHL Game Day. I am Demoni, your host for today's pregame desk. I'm joined to my left by Konechny
Hello.
and ohLuvv to my right.
Good evening.
And today we've got a big one versus two Southern Division Titans, the Philadelphia Freedom taking on the Orlando Storm. I believe they're 1 and 2 in standings. Actually, no, not after Milwaukee's win against Houston, but yeah, they're two of the top 3 teams in the league right now. We'll go straight to Konechny for his analysis on what he expects out of Philadelphia from this matchup.
Philadelphia, I'm expecting a good game from them. Got a good team. Pretty good all season. I'm pretty sure they have 1 regulation loss, right? And the rest
They
are
do.
overtime.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. A good team. Obviously they got their big superstar Penley. They got their, superstar goalie Spooky Mount. Very excited to see, what they do in this game. Another day of the Penley-Robe rivalry. Seeing them play against each other. Usually it goes either way. I'm pretty sure these two teams played each other at the beginning of the season as well, and it was Robe ending in an overtime, I believe. It was like triple overtime. So very excited to see that matchup. And I guess I'll just, touch on the second lines very quickly. My goat Goriest, I think he'll be here. Actually, I don't see him on right now, so maybe not. I may have lied. But if Goriest is not here, that actually might be a big hit for that second line. Because he's usually, kind of like the carry on that line. And Mount's probably going to do a lot more work in that.
Yeah. Freedom at full strength. ohLuvv, we'll go over to you for what you expect out of the Orlando Storm with their full roster for a rare occurrence for them.
Yeah, Robe on that first line, I'm assuming tonight. Haven't really watched much of Orlando Storm. Been quite busy, but Robe on that first line, I'm guessing Akuzo on the second line. Extremely strong player to even put on the second line. And, I think that if Gorius isn't here, like Konechny said, it's going to be a very tough matchup for Philadelphia. I think Akuzo is probably going to outclass their second line. And as long as Robe keeps Penley off the score sheet, or he drops some goals on his head, it'll be an easy win for Orlando tonight.
All right, yeah, well, both teams certainly have a big 2. With the Storm having Robe and Akuzo, and the Philadelphia Freedom having Penley and Goriest. Which big 2 do you prefer, Konechny?
Respectfully, I definitely prefer Orlando's big 2. I just 2 very, very good players. Exo, Robe. 2 also shameless stat patters, but 2 very good players in their own right. Definitely, they just feel like they have that edge over Goriest and Penley. I feel like Penley might have the edge over Robe though, in terms of just a better player. But Kuzo definitely clears Goriest, as much as I love him.
Yeah, well, we'll send it to ohLuvv to see what he thinks about this.
Yeah, so I'm actually not going to talk about the big 2. I'm going to talk about the goaltenders, okay? Spooky Mount
All right.
and Miminer, or Mimi _ Mitch Eminer, whatever you want to call him. Been around for a while. Spooky Mount only been here for, I think, 4
Season
seasons or something.
18.
So, Spooky Mount, I believe he has 1 or 2 Vezina trophies already. Mimi, don't think he's ever won a Vezina. But, they're 2 very, very good goaltenders when they're on their game. And I'm excited to see that matchup.
Now, Tucker, I have a question for you very quickly.
Yeah.
Spooky Mount. No Conn Smythe. Miminer, 1 Conn Smythe. I want you to tell me right now who the better goalie is now.
Yeah. So basically, that Conn Smythe was a lapse in judgment by the commissioner. TJF 101 that season. So I'm gonna not comment on that because he actually doesn't have a Conn Smythe.
Interesting. Thank you for your opinion, Tucker.
Well, I mean, both probably top 3 goalies of all time at this point, with Vasilevsky joining that conversation with them. The game should be underway pretty soon. We'll get to score predictions. Konechny, fire away. What do you think the final outcome of this game is going to be?
2 Orlando.
2 Orlando?
I mean,
What-
4-2.
4-2 Orlando. Okay.
Yeah. Orlando wins 4-2. Yeah,
Orlando scores 2 goals and Philadelphia leaves, I guess.
my fault.
ohLuvv.
Yeah. So not seeing Warriors online yet. 12 seconds of the puck drop and counting. I'm gonna have to take Orlando. Probably like 3-1, 4-1.
All right, we hear him warming up down below. I am gonna hit him with the desk guarantee. I'm gonna say Orlando wins this one, 3-0. Face off.
Philly win.
We'll send it down to ice level. I will be doing play-by-play. I'll have, I assume ohLuvv joining me for color commentary.
That's correct. Over.
That is correct. All right. And the face-off is underway. Discoof, or DGMF, as he's changed his name to. Sends it over for Penley. He's struck by Robe. Robe with an early chance, and he scores! Robe finds the short side with just 12 seconds. And it's 1-0 Orlando.
Yeah, Robe just takes the puck off. I believe it was Penley in the neutral zone. Walks in. Penley unable to get the back check. And he's gonna own goal that. Oh my, he did own goal that. He did, but just unable to get it wide of the post, and it's gonna slide just under Spooky Mountain's pads. Very, very, very tight angle shot.
That's an unfortunate goal. I feel like Spooky Mountain did have the read on that, but Penley's ping just wasn't enough.
Unfortunate to see a goal that early, but we'll see if Philadelphia can bounce back in this first period.
Looks like Brunlin will be taking the ice with Robe as his line mate. Looks like they're missing a pad 8. Here's Penley defending against Robe. They double him as he tries to make a bid at the net. Penley trying to get past Brunlin. He pulls it back into his own zone, into the middle, and Brunlin forces him to the boards. Here's Penley again trying to go for the curve. Mimi keeping that post sealed. Allows nothing in front.
See Penley trying to get a pass out from behind the net, but he's unable to find him as Robe was covering Disco to the top.
Here's Penley getting past Brunlin. Storm will read that well, but Penley persistent, still saves with it, has room behind the net, but Robe takes it away. Penley challenging Rob again, pulling it back, trying to confuse Brandon. Robe getting back to him. Penley didn't really have a passing option there besides Discoof, who was not in position to shoot it. Kiet on the ice, up for Akuzo. ZCD able to find that pass before he does. Here's ZCD again in his own end. Akuzo pinging it away from him. Watching him in the corner. Very carefully getting it back to his line mate Kiet. McChaney steals that from him. Kiet pulls it back. Kiet tries to find the far side, and Spooky Mount gloves it down before he could get anything going. Here's Kiet, hits another pullback out to center for Kuzo, and he pings it to the boards as that pass was a little too far to the left. Here's Kiet getting past McChaney. He's in, shoots short side, but Mount finds it. Akuzo pulling it back behind the blue line. Looking for a lane for Kiet. He hits the post, and Spooky Mount clears it out. Kiet still with it, hits the pullback, and scores. This Orlando second line, dominant in their first shift, and Orlando has another.
It's going to be a very, very tough matchup. These second lines, ZCDs and McChaney obviously weaker than Akuzo, probably by himself. But Kiet really, really putting the pressure on near the goal line there, kicks it out to Akuzo. Akuzo pulling it back along the blue line, opted not to take the shot, passes over to his teammate, who brings it off the post, but gets the rebound and puts it past Spooky Mount.
Yeah, very, very good display of mechanics there by Kiet. But honestly, Philly just really struggling to defend early in this game. Here's ZCD out to center. Making sure Kuzo gets nothing. ZCD takes the shot. Getting past a Kuzo, but Mimi barely able to find that one with the shoulder. ZCD pulling it back. Looking for another one. It's a cross for McChaney. He gets it in the corner. Trying to get away from Kiet. He'll retreat before dipping back into the zone. Has Penley behind him. Both Akuzo and McChaney will get a change. Here's Penley getting around Robe. Almost hitting the curve. But he takes too wide of an angle. Here's Penley again. Out for Discoof. Off the failed curve, but Discoof's shot dies in traffic. Penley in the corner. Watched by both Orlando defenders. Penley still with it. Looking for the shot around. He got around Brandon, but could not finish on that far side as Robe caught up to him. Here's Rob across for Brandon. Tries to cross it again, and Penley. A photo finish for that puck as he beats Robe to it. Robe pulling it back. Trying to get the shot away, but he loses it to penalty. One too many moves. Penley gets by him on the near boards. 2-on-1 for Philadelphia. Penley for Discoof. Discoof back to the middle for Penley. And Robe able to steal. Here's Penley again. Forces it away from Robe. Discoof goes up the near boards. Get easily able to reach that one. Pings Robe. Robe still with it off the rebound. And Discoof able to clear. Penley, careless giveaway. Robe, open shot. And he scores. He puts Orlando up by 3.
A lot of pressure from Philadelphia off the back of McChaney and Penley, but it goes back the other way. And the last seconds of their shift, they're getting a little bit tired. Penley with a careless turnover, and Robe has all the time in the world to pick his shot, get his second of the night.
Yeah, just rough game for Philadelphia. Obviously, they are missing Goriest. And Spooky Mount not really having a great game, but I mean, what can you do?
What can you do when Robe is left wide open?
Yeah, that is
inside the blue line?
true. I mean, that was a really bad giveaway by Penley. One of the worst plays he's ever made, I'd say. Here's Akuzo trying to find Kiet, takes it himself, and Spooky Mount able to snag it out of the air. Here's Kiet into the zone. Kiet again with it. Trying to get around McChaney. 12 seconds left, and the puck is hit out of play. Tucker, is there anything Philly can do to salvage this?
I mean, it's two of Robe's goals have been on the first line, obviously. That's where he plays. I think they need to, dig a little deeper. Oh,
yeah,
my
here's
gosh.
Akuzo, and Kiet is open. Gets around Spooky Mount, and he just taps it in. Kiet has 2, and Robe has 2. Both lines for Philadelphia are collapsing.
Not really sure what happened to that play. Kiet is just left wide open. Spooky Mount comes to challenge. He walks right around him. Smart play by Kiet. But Penley on for 3 goals tonight. And you don't want to see that against, Kiet. And it may be a Kuzo play. He's a first-line player.
I mean, yeah, it's the second line matchup for Philadelphia is almost worse than their first line matchup. I mean, they have Robe and Akuzo taking the draw. Exo's trying to get it up for Robe. He'll try to get one more, but ZCD gets a stick on it before Robe can catch up to that pass. And it's 4-0 Orlando after 1. We'll send it up to the desk for our analysis. I will be joined by Konechny and ohLuvv in just a second. Here's ohLuvv to my right. I think my question. Oh,
Oh, sorry.
He got raptured.
Oh.
My question for ohLuvv once he gets back is just it's very very difficult for Philadelphia to get anything going. Even Penley is getting just outperformed by Robe and Brunlin. Brunlin, like, give him his flowers. He's a solid 5th man, but it's just it feels like a 1v1 between Rob and Penley, and Rob is just easily clearing. Is it
Yeah,
Penley's play style, or is Robe just outclassing him?
this game, it looks like he's being outclassed. Like, Penley has had, he's put on a lot of pressure, but Brunlin working him behind the net, hasn't really been able to get any pucks out. And when he has, the 1 or 2 times that he has, Robe has been there to back up his teammate and swat that puck away from the other player on the ice. And Penley is just not able to generate the offense that, Robe has been against him. And even the second line, Akuzo and Kiet, for the 6 seconds that they were on against Penley, they scored.
Yeah, well, I mean, the second line obviously producing as well, but I mean, both goals. Well, there's 2 goals for the second, 2 for the first, but I do feel like the first line matchup should be better for Philadelphia. Well, not favorable for Philadelphia, but better than what we've seen so far. Who do you think your ideal line mate for Penley is to, I guess, fix this situation? Even though Penley harbors, I'd argue, most of the blame for this period.
Yeah, I think that if they were going to change something up, maybe just move Discoof to the second line. He thinks, I probably think he's a better player than McCheaney at this current time, past All-Star McCheaney. I suggest moving him up to the first line, maybe give him some more support. But overall, in my opinion, it's just been Penley has been collapsing in the defense when he has the puck and he's pressured by an Orlando player.
Yeah. Quickly, as for Mount, do you think any of this is his fault? We'll have to be brief, as there's 10 seconds.
I think maybe 1 goal, the Kiet one, but what can you do? It was just a smart play.
All right, yeah. Well, we'll get down to ice level to watch this second period. It's make or break for Philly, and Penley gets a chance early. He tries to pull it back, but it's cleared by an avalanche of Orlando Storm players. A storm surge, if you will. Here's
3,
Penley
2,
still
1
with
surge.
it. 3, 2, 1 surge. Here's Penley taking the middle of the ice, and Robe easily able to find that. Penley tries to go with the near boards. Brunlin barely able to find it. He just clears it all the way down into the Philly zone. Penley trying to take a P3. Brunlin blocks that one. He has an ISO with Discoof. Loses it. Discoof up for Penley, and Robe clamps him up on the boards. He'll take a P3 in. That's blocked by Spooky Mount. He scoops up the rebound, and Mount still able to find it with the glove. And that's his strong suit. Mount just unbelievable with it with his glove this season. Here's Robe pulling it back, and he beats both Philadelphia defenders, and it's 5-0. He has the hat trick.
Another defensive lapse from this first line. Penley and Discoof. As Robe gets an initial shot to put the pressure on, grabs his own rebound. Spooky Mount gloves it on the goal line. Robe, once again, tracking it down. Goes behind the net, tries to pull it back. It's hanging out of harm's way, but it retrieves the puck once more. And just below the slot, is able to find an angle to put that one past Spooky Mount for his hat trick.
Dude, we gotta file a missing persons report on Penley. He has been nowhere. I just, like, even if he had help, which he doesn't, I'd argue, like, it's not entirely his fault. But it's just so rough seeing him make plays like that, where he just gave it to Akuzo. He didn't even try to. It's like he lacked commitment. Here's Ket. He beats Discoof. That's wow. This is brutal to watch.
This first line is atrocious right now. They even switched. They put Kiet and Akuzo on, and they're still being dominated.
Yeah, well, here's Zazpixel swapping into net for Philadelphia. Seems Spooky Mount does not want his save percentage to get tanked even more. Akuzo, he shoots, and he picks up his own rebound for his first of the game. It's 6-0.
Yes. Falling apart here are the Philadelphia Freedom. Spooky Mount, I'm hearing, is pulled a groin or something.
Yeah,
He will be out for the remainder of the night.
You know, this is something I wanted to bring up earlier, but Penley is a UFA after this season. Will he stay in Philadelphia?
I cannot see him going anywhere else, but
But I mean, he's 15K. Mount is 11.5K. I doubt Mount's stock is going to go down after this season. I just don't see a world where Penley and Mount succeed together again. Yeah, I'm getting word that Spooky Mount cannot switch back into the game for the remainder of the period,
if he does
as
get
this was an emergency
his
swap.
groin stretched out or whatever
Yeah.
he's dealing with right now after making some saves in the crease.
Mount will not be back for the rest of the period. It will be Zazpixel making his first BHL start. He did start a couple games in BHCL. Here's a Kuzo for Kit. He hits the post.
Oh my god.
And Zazpixel shuts the door.
That was going in.
Here's Kiet. It seems my analysis was incorrect. Zazpixel did start a game earlier this season, which was a shutout. So my apologies to the big pixel. Here's Robe taking a shot from deep. Zazpixel easily scoops up that one. That glove looked effortless. Here's McChaney up for Penley. Penley whiffs on it. He tries to cut through the middle, gets around Robe, but I believe Robe did get the ping off there, although it looked like Brunlin stepped in front of that one. Here's Penley.
Robe doing a good job of keeping Penley on the outside behind the net. Can't score from behind the net if you didn't know, folks. Well, in BHL it's possible, but
yeah, well, here's Rob escaping Penley's pressure. Brunlin has an ISO with Discoof now. He gets stuck on the bench, though. Discoof able to pull it back, sends it the other way. Penley can't find the puck after beating Robe's bid to the middle. Here's Penley trying to get through Brandon. He springs Robe, but Discoof catches up to him on defense. But he can't clear. Robe still with it. Gets to the middle. The pullback is unsuccessful. Discoof swatting it away. Here's Penley. Behind his own net. Pulling it back. Looking for room. Up the middle. Gives it away to Akuzo. Has an open net, but Penley able to clear it to the corner. I believe McChaney may have gotten a stick on that as well. But Zazpixel was way out of position there. And Philadelphia able to prevent the mercy rule for right now. We may see a quicker mercy than last game, which is very surprising considering how poorly the Bandits roster was constructed.
true. They had ohLuvv in that.
No diss. no diss. Actually, yes, diss. You guys suck. But it's,
Okay, dude.
it's like, it's not your fault, you know. Here's McChaney. Beat by Akuzo. He takes a P3. Zazpixel, a kick save there. He'll send it to the corner. Penley beats Exo. Yet picks it up in the middle, though. He sends a P3 in. That bomb hits Zazpixel's chest. McChaney and ZCD on. He crosses it. ZCD a shot. And Mitch Meemner will glove that one down. I don't believe it was going to get on net, but it counts anyway since it was gloved. Here's McChaney from the boards. He is easily denied by Mitch Meemner. Akuzo gets a shot away, and Zazpixel, what a save!
Robbery there.
If this was a closer game, I would definitely give Zazpixel some credit. He's done pretty well in between the pipes for having come in on such short notice. But Spooky Mount will take the ice for the third period. It seems he has recovered from whatever ailment he was cursed with to in the middle of the second period. We'll send it up to the desk. I am here. I will be joined by ohLuvv shortly. And just a bloodbath, but I did want to touch more on the Penley and Mount connection. I don't see it, because they are left with, if Penley gets signed to a max contract, which he will, then the Freedom are left with, I believe, 12,000 in cap space to sign 3 other players, or 3 other skaters around Penley, and that's 3 pro contracts or a low tier superstar contract and 2 other pro contracts.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
it's just, it doesn't look good for the Freedom.
Yeah, it's I don't know if they'll stick together, but I can't see them splitting up, to be honest. There's a friendship there that, can't be broken, apparently. They've,
I mean, yeah.
this was their plan since when did we first do contracts? 19?
Yeah.
S19 was the start of the cap system that we use now, and that was the plan
Yeah.
even before it. So
We are seeing all those S19 free agency frenzy contracts expire here. We will have completed a full cycle of free agency, and what a cycle it's been. It's definitely brought a lot more competition to the league. But it's definitely, a lot of people would say, like, what about retention? But Philadelphia only has 4 picks to trade after this season.
yeah, they've used it all up on
They
Penley
have
and
one
Glorious.
tradable pick this season. Next offseason, they will have 4. And those 4 coming from, I believe, S25.
5, yeah.
Nobody's going to take that to retain Max on Penley. So
Yeah, it'll be interesting. S22 free agency will also be interesting. But with that being said, I mean, I don't want to touch on the contracts any further. I want to touch on, Orlando blowing out a top 3 team this season, 6-0. Is there anybody that can stop them?
I don't know if they're even a top 3 team without Goriest. They don't look like a top 3 team out there.
Yeah,
Penley doesn't even look like a top 3 player right now.
that's kind
This
of
game
my
at
next
least.
point.
He just didn't. He
Penley is
hasn't
not
been
showing up.
impactful at all. I don't think
Yeah.
he's had like 1 shot maybe. It's really tough. So back down to ice level we go. He'll fight for the neutral zone. Penley getting some room, hits the post, and Mimi makes his first meaningful save of the night. Here's Penley again, hits the near post yet again, and Mimi with the clear yet again. Penley does
2
look
good
to have woken
chances
up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you heard us talking on the desk.
Definitely too late. But here's Penley up for Discoof. He has a shot, and that's thwarted by Brandon. Robe advancing into the Philly zone. Rob still with it, trying to get around Spooky Mount, but there's nothing there for him. Here's Robe from center, and Spooky Mount makes the glove save. Here's Robe again, pulling it back on Penley. Just working the ISO against both defenders. He works towards the net. And Spooky Mount has to ping that one out. Here's Penley getting past EXO. A bad blunder. And he can't finish as Mimi comes out. Great positioning there. Kiet the other way. Spooky Mount stands at the top of his crease and foils Kiet's plans. Here's a Kuzo up for Kiet. McChaney steals that pass. McChaney now pulling it back. The former BHL All-Star. As here's a Kuzo with an open short side, and he makes it 7-0.
7-0, we will see a emergency rule. I was going to say that, Kiet and Akuzo dominating Penley while he was on the ice. Then he goes for a line change. Both players, Niskoop and Penley. ZCD's just a step on the ice.
Yeah,
And again, a critical free shot.
it's Philadelphia's unraveling. They do not look like a top 3 team in the league. They do not look like a top 5 team in the league right now. Even without Gorius, they should be at least keeping things close.
They're doing worse than the Houston Bandits last game. And I think I fielded a worse roster.
Yeah, way worse. we can tell you that much. Here's Akuzo. Up the boards, gets past McChaney. Akuzo's in, takes the P3, and ZCD reads it well. Here's KNX4, trying to make a bit at the net, and ZCD, again, coming in with the defense. This time, he's able to poke check it away from him. ZCD up for McChaney. Akuzo intercepts that pass. Gets past McChaney, sends a shot in. Saved by Spooky Mount. Rebound is still out for Akuzo. Orlando, that's something you don't talk about, is the rebounding in this league. Akuzo with an open shot. He's hit away from it by McChaney. It's back out to Kiet. He sends a P3. That goes wide, but as I was saying, getting rebounds is something that's not really talked about a whole lot in this league. But Orlando has been on every single rebound that they can get. And it's been hell for Philadelphia out there in their own zone. Here's Penley hitting the pullback on Robe, looking to ruin Mimi's. I'm not going to say it, but
Goalless streak.
you know what I mean. Here's Penley again, getting through the defense, and yeah, Mimi's shutout is ruined.
Commentators first. Hey, I didn't say the word. I said goalless streak, but Penley putting on the pressure against Orlando. And he's finally able to put one past Mimi.
Huge goal.
This
Huge
game's
goal.
7-1.
Quite frankly.
What's that NBA meme? Somebody hits a three. Somebody hits a three
Yeah,
to cut
Chris
the lead.
Paul
to
hits a
50
huge
something.
3 to cut the lead to 42. That's what it's looking like right now. They quelled the mercy rule, but it's still 7-1 with a minute left. I'd be very surprised if Orlando doesn't rep some of their younger players right now. Unless that would put them over cap. Here's Robe off the face-off as Penley just got it stuck at his feet. And Rob has 4 as he reactivates the mercy rule. The face-off will take hold with 5 seconds remaining. That'll probably be the end of this contest. Just a really rough one for Philadelphia. They dropped an 8-1 game against Calgary earlier this season, and they get one dropped on them right now as just an active blowout. The second 7-goal difference game of the night.
Oh, boy,
Hopefully
it's a
next game will be more interesting. Definitely a tough night of games though. Here's Rob back for Brundlin, trying to get Rob his 5th, but it won't work, and that'll be game. Orlando takes this one 8-1 in dominant fashion, as Philadelphia was really only missing Goriest. They got outshot 30-7. That's I don't really have an analysis for this. I think we could probably just send it to break. All right. Well, we'll see you in 15 minutes for the next game, or rather, maybe 10 minutes for the next desk. But make sure to stay tuned. We'll take a short break. We'll be back for our final game.
I got all the signs, but I couldn't run then. I don't blame myself, couldn't see it coming. I know now did, so I'm turning the radio up. Don't wanna hear it's too late for apologize. Lately I've realized that what goes around comes back around. What goes around comes back around. You should never have to make excuses for his behavior towards you, the one he loses. I know they seem to understand now, but they will never change, no matter how hard you try. Hey, don't call me up, I know you know what you did, so I'm turning the radio up. Don't wanna hear it's too late for apologize. Lately I've realized that what goes around comes back around. Hey, hey. What goes around comes back around. Hey, hey. Looks so pretty on the outside, got the eyes of an innocent one. You can never tell at the first glance, they'll never save the last dance for you. Hey, don't call me up, I know you know what you did, so I'm turning the radio up. Don't wanna hear it's too late for apologize. Lately I've realized that what goes around comes back around. Hey, hey. What goes around comes back around. Hey, hey. What goes around comes back around. What goes around comes back around. You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. I see you hesitating while you're waiting, like somebody's gonna give it to you. You gotta chase it, gotta believe it. You gotta go get it for yourself. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You don't have to be
All right, welcome back For Game 3 of tonight's games, and the final game, it will be the Saskatoon Blues taking on the Calgary Wings. I'm joined by Discoof to my left, replacing Konechny. And I'm joined by ohLuvv to my right, who is still with us from the last game. Yeah, Orlando blew out Philadelphia 8-1. Not much analysis to be done there that hasn't already been said. We'll analyze tonight's game, which should be a good one. Calgary versus Saskatoon. Discoof, what do you expect out of Saskatoon tonight?
Saskatoon, Z01.
Z01?
That's what I'm expecting, yep.
Got it. And ohLuvv, what do you expect out of Calgary tonight?
Listen, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't watched much of either of these teams.
All right.
Only played against one. Heard Transports is an all-star this season. Looking to see what he can bring to the table. Heard Panaman hasn't been playing in net. I have no idea who their goaltender is in that case.
Orange Panda.
Orange Panda.
Orange Panda.
2017. Okay, so looking to see a big game for Panaman here. Maybe put a couple pucks in the net.
He did it against the Grizzlies a couple days ago. We all remember a couple days ago.
We're
We
not
all
sure
remember
if Pandaman's going to be starting over Orange Panda or not. It's going to be interesting to see what they choose to do. If they're missing skaters, then I'm sure they feel comfortable putting Orange Panda in net over Pandaman and just playing Pandaman out. Lots of pandas there, to be said. Surprised I didn't get tongue twisted. But yeah, Pandaman has been a serviceable skater for them in the games he's played, and Orange Panda's been a very, very serviceable backup. So Calgary's in a good situation in that department. I'm looking at the tab list now. It looks like they do have Luke for the second time in a row.
Great. That's really good news for them. And
I believe they have their full team.
And Saskatoon rolling out with a full
Besides
team.
Gasolines. I don't see Gasolines on.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah,
no problem. Just make the team
So yeah, both full teams on. It looks like I would be interested to see a Luke and Pandaman line. Any agreeers?
I would love to see that, especially because Luke, I would classify him as a little bit of a playmaker over a scorer, and I really want to see a Panaman 10-10 goal tonight.
Yeah, I mean Pandaman, he already has 2 this season, so. And they were against. Were they against the Blues? No. No.
The Grizzlies. The Grizzlies.
Oh yeah, they were both against the Grizzlies, and
Yep.
the last time these teams faced each other, it was a 2-1 overtime thriller, probably the game of the year, honestly. And the game-winning goal.
Just so we know, this time, whenever the goalie drops the puck, there are particles, so the goalie will be able to know where the puck is.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So we won't have the game end like it did in the fashion it did last time.
That was pretty funny, though.
For context, last time Panaman dropped the puck and he got a glitch where the puck was invisible for him, and Z01 was just able to tap it into the net. So very, very unfortunate. We could have seen a different outcome for this game. There's going to be lots of animosity in the air from Calgary. Do we have any final score predictions, Discoof?
I'll take the Blues 3-2 on this one.
I think it's gonna be hard for me to go with the Blues. They've just something feels off about that team. They're due for a loss. I'm gonna take Calgary 4-2.
I'm gonna take Calgary 2-1 in overtime. Panaman 10-10 with the winner.
Panaman 10-10 with the game winner. Okay, so that's spicy take there. Yeah, just lots of bad blood in this game. Calgary's gonna look to get theirs back. It's interesting. I don't know what they're doing in net. I'll take a peek really quick. It looks like Panaman is gonna take the net, and Emotion will be playing out as a skater. So it could be.
Oh, Panaman's playing in net. Okay. I'm gonna take Sass 3-2.
Okay, I'm
Sass
still
3-2 now.
I'm still taking Sass 3-2, but in overtime instead of ending in regulation.
I guess I'll change my prediction too. I'm gonna take 4-2 in overtime. I'm
Win
gonna-
by 2 goals
I'm
in
gonna take-
overtime. Silly.
Money puck, bro. Money puck.
Oh shoot, my bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep my prediction the same. I'm still a Calgary truther here. I believe in Luke and the Wings to get this done tonight. And Transport's, elite second line player. I think he'll get it done as well. Him and Pearl has been very solid on that second line for the Wings, and I don't think that's gonna change this game. So I will send it down to ice level. I'll have ohLuvv color commentating with me.
That's right.
And the face-off will be underway shortly. Emotion and Luke starting on this first line. Stan V and Z01 starting again. Z01 gets a quick, that's Stan V. He gets a quick shot off. That hits the outside of the post. Stan V and Emotion, both S21 draftees. Here's Stan out of the corner, curves around, and he has room. He buries it. Gets around Luke and scores. What a goal for the rookie.
What I have seen out of these Blues is that Z01 and Stan V have a lot of chemistry, but Stan V just taking matters into his own hands to start this game, and a beautiful move out front puts the puck past Panaman. See, the reason I changed my prediction to Sask was because I'm not very confident in Panaman as a goalie. I am very confident in him as a skater. I think they should just throw someone else in net.
Yeah, I mean, Panaman has had a bit of a down season. Besides, the one game against the Blues, he played incredible. But other than that, he's had his stats tanked in the Philly game. And honestly, just hasn't been as bright as he was on the Bagels last season. Here's Stan V, another opportunity, but he's thwarted by Luke on the back check. Either that or he sent it too far. Here's Luke for Emotion. Stan V stealing from him, has another shot. Saved by Panaman. He'll clear it out. Z01 scoops that puck up before Luke can get to it. Z out of the corner, takes another shot, and Panaman stones him with the glove. Here's Stan V out to the middle. Luke saving that one and clearing it to the neutral zone. Z01 trying to spring Stan V on the breakout. Emotion gets to it first, but that puck is out of play.
Couple good chances there from the Blues. Wanted to point out a little bit of a miscommunication from Calgary. Panaman goes behind the net, drops the puck. He's playing around with it, and none of the Calgary Wings players want to pick up the puck.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell if Panaman is just not getting the help he deserves. Here's Z for a Stan V and Pandaman. What a save with the glove.
A beautiful play, a good shot, but a better save.
Panaman has woken up after that first goal. Z01 bodies Emotion on the boards. He sends another shot in, and Panaman has to make another glove save. He plays it behind his own net. Z01 tries to get it back for Stan V, but it goes over the benches and out of play.
It's a good play by Z01, in my opinion. Good line change.
Yeah, great play by Z01. Here's Konechny pulling it back. Pulling it back again, looking for Clamper. Clamper back for Konechny. Transport steals. Trying to get around Camper, but there's nothing there for him. Here's Transports again. Beat by Clamper, and that's out of play for the third time this game. Feels like this happens for the Wings a lot. Offensive zone face-off for the Wings. They could look to tie it up here. Transports back for Pearl, but he whiffs on the initial hit. Konechny steals it from him. Konechny sends a shot in. Pandaman barely catching that one with his toe. Here's Konechny trying the short side. Nothing there. Transports coming away with it now. Down the near boards. Transports past Clamper. Open lane. Dancer makes the save. It's back out for Pearl. He'll advance into the blue zone. He's beat by Konechny. Transports, beats him. Has a shooting lane, and Dancer stops that one again. No movement on both saves from Dancer. He's had great positioning for both of them. He's pearled in his own corner. Clamper takes inside position. They'll wrestle for it on the boards. It's cleared out by Pearled. He gets past Clamper. Pearled has room, takes the shot, but it dies down, as I believe he whiffed on the second leg of that P3. Sorry, I keep calling it a P3. Here's Luke entering the slot, but does too much with it. Just floundering in the middle of the ice. Z01 pushes him all the way back into his own zone. Luke pulling it back out of his corner. He's chased down by Stan V. Wraps around the Blues net. For Z01 takes it right back. Here's Luke still with it. A good corner move. Results in nothing. Z01 up the near boards around Luke. Hits it through motion. Z01 almost gets a shot away. Still with it. Hits the pullback, trying to get around emotion, but Luke steps in front of that shot attempt, and he clears it. Good defense by Luke. He sends a P3 the other way. That goes off the post. Stan V with it now. Luke into the middle. Z01 hitting it up the boards. Getting it around both defenders, but it's not enough as Luke is able to find it before Z can get a shot away. Z up for Stan V. And emotion pings that one before the Blues can find the one-timer. Panaman, after letting in that first goal, has stopped a perfect 8 of 8 so far. He's been playing
Calgary-
lights out.
Calgary not able to find more than those 2 shots in those 15 seconds against Dancer, and those 2 stellar saves from the rookie goaltender.
Yeah, very, very close game in terms of the goaltending, but just not in terms of the shots. It's 9-2 Saskatoon. Calgary just do not look organized. Here's Pearl up the middle of the ice. Has room. Trying to get around Clamper. Bad mistake there. Giveaway to Konechny. And Panaman. Someone turned out the lights. He robs Konechny blind. Here's Pearl again. Pulled back by Konechny. He's owning Pearl so far. Konechny with another chance. Saved by Panaman. And the rebound is cleared to end the period.
Clamper almost grabbed it there on the back door.
Yeah. Very, very, very close to a buzzer beater for the Blues there. But we'll send it up to the desk. Just dominance from Saskatoon so far. I'm not sure if I'm a Calgary believer anymore. Unless this is a massive goalie diff. If Panaman can stay perfect, or at least as close to perfect as he can, then maybe, just maybe, the Calgary Wings have a chance. But it's 2 shots throughout a period is not going to cut it. I'm curious to hear what you think about that ohLuvv.
Yeah, you know, Panaman restoring my faith in him as a goaltender a little bit. I still think this game might be tied if he was out playing skater. But no, in all due respect, he's playing great since allowing that first goal. Just, you know, unlucky that his defender could not stop Stan V walking out in the middle. And yeah, if he stands on his head, there's a good chance that Calgary does get back in this game, but they're going to have to generate a lot more offense than what they did last period.
Yeah, just very, very tough on the offensive game for Calgary. With Pearl especially, he's making a lot of mistakes that are resulting in Konechny just he's punishing them as well as he can. He hasn't really finished on any of them, but I'm curious to hear what you think, Discoof, about the second line matchup.
Yeah, no, it's kind of from what I was seeing, Pearl being just a little careless with the puck, like trying to carry middle of the ice instead of just like using the good old fundamental board, just hitting up the boards and then trying to cut in from there or whatever. And all this leads is like all it takes is someone hits one ping, whatever, when you're curling up through the middle, and then it's just a free shot the other way, basically. Especially if Transports, who's like putting a lot of trust in Pearl, expecting him to get a pass off or like just not give the puck away, but that's leading to Konechny, who a couple good chances near the end of the period there, but again, Panama just so good positionally making the saves.
A very just Panaman's been lights out for ever since letting in the first shot of the game. He stops 10 very, very hard shots to save.
Yeah, he's looked
But
fantastic this game.
yeah, I mean, Dancer hasn't really gotten many reps. ohLuvv, do you believe in him to close out this game for the Blues?
You know, I scouted Dancer out for the Oakland Rams of JBHL, and in his rookie season as a goaltender, I've heard he's been doing all right. You know, I think if the quality of shot stays low, he could definitely keep them in it.
All right, yeah, we'll send it back down to ice level now. Emotion wins the face-off forward. Z01 with a chance, but that dies down. Here's Z01 out of the corner, getting a shot away. Panaman finds that one as he slides in front of it. Emotion forcing Z out of the zone. Strips him of the puck, and it's into the Saskatoon corner. Stan V. Beat by Z01 is Emotion. Z01 now up the ice. Stopped by the boards a little bit, but he still makes progress into the Calgary Wings corner. Here's Emotion defending him. Z01 gets past him as he faked out Emotion, but Pandaman making another stop. Something I do notice with Emotion, he tends to get faked out a lot.
Oh my God.
Pandaman, what a glove save! He snags it off the post. Up for Stan V, and that's saved by Pandaman again. He is being pummeled, but he's taking it like a champ.
Defense on Calgary needs to tighten up, but Pandaman standing on his head, getting in front of those pucks, keeping them out of the net.
Here's Luke. Shots are 14-2, almost 15-2, as that was a bad giveaway by Luke to Z01, but he was able to recover well. Transport's on the ice for the Wings now. Z01 pulling it back, trying to evade the defenders. He will! Pandaman, the last line of defense, stops him in his tracks.
Both Calgary players just running around on the ice, unable to get the puck off Z01 in that slot,
Z01
low
just
slot area.
absolutely cooking the both of them. Here's Transports getting past Konechny. Konechny pulled it back. Some confusion there on where the puck was. Here's Pearl. He has a chance, but he's beat by Clamper, who rushes to make the defensive play.
His name's Clamper for a reason, keeping that puck from getting to his goaltender.
Yeah, here's Pearl up the ice. I mean, Clamper, he wasn't usually known for his defensive prowess early in his career, but after changing his name to Clamper, his defensive aura must have just gone up because he's been a beast of a role player for the Saskatoon Blues team. Here's Konechny. It's around Transports. Hits it up for Clamper. Pearl now with it. Gets it out of the corner, but Konechny and Clamper both playing lockdown defense. Here's Pearl now. Over for Transports, who was nowhere near that puck as he was off getting a change. Here's Pearl up the ice. Emotion will likely change now. Here's Pearl still with it. Or actually, Pearl is the one who has to change for Luke. That puck is sent out of play, though. That will give both teams an opportunity to put their first lines on.
Pearl a really good chance in the crease. Unable to beat Dancer one-on-one. I believe that's the kid's name.
Yeah, Dancer 101. He's had a pretty solid rookie season so far after being drafted in the second round. Here's Z01! Walks in and scores! I thought Luke had that puck, but it was Z the whole time. And he finds the short side, and they finally are able to solve Panda Man after 14 consecutive saves.
Yeah,
Panda
Z01
Man's just getting no help.
Z01 snagging the puck off Luke just inside the zone. As he brings it all the way back, or all the way into the zone actually. And it did look like Luke had it for a bit, but Z01 able to take it all to himself and slide it by Panda Man.
Yeah, just nothing Panda Man can do there. Here's a motion off the face-off, looking to get one on the board for the Wings. But he has the puck stripped of him. He has the puck stripped by Z01. Here's Stan V, away from Luke! Shoots in and scores! Stan V has his second of the game. And the Blues are up 3-0. We may see another blowout.
A really, really good play by Stan V to cut to the middle off the pass from Z01. Absolutely loses Luke. You can see Luke, you know, kind of try to hustle back, but he's unable to get there, and Stan V will slide that one right by Panda Man for his second of the night. Fairly easily.
Yeah, very, very. Just Stan V and Z01 have been as dynamic of a line as you can get. And so have Konechny and Clamper. This Blues team looks like a juggernaut heading into the final weeks of the season. We are eclipsing the second half of the season, right? I believe it's week 5.
Yeah, it is week 5, so.
Yeah, very. Just we're seeing a lot of the teams that are true contenders rise out of the rankings. Here's Luke getting around Stan V. Going up the boards for Emotion. Z01 reads that play well. Luke is hit on the boards. Emotion chasing after it. Stan V gets to it first. Stan V, good move out of the corner. He beats Emotion, but Luke, well-timed pinch there to make headway back into the Saskatoon zone. Luke trying to get to the slot, but Z01 and Stan V both getting sticks on that. 28 seconds to go. Stan V for Z01. Transports gets a chance, and Dancer with the save. As I believe Transports just whiffed on it.
This is the guy they selected for the All-Star game?
Transports across for Pearl. He gets a shot away, and Dancer, what a glove save to end the period. So it's 3-0 Saskatoon after 2. Shots are 17-6. Calgary did have a better period shot-wise, but they let in 2 more goals than they would have liked to. I'm joined by ohLuvv to my right. I'll ask him a question first. What do you think about this game, just in general? What are your thoughts?
First thing I'm thinking is if Calgary scores 2 goals and Saskatoon doesn't score another one, my prediction is right. Second thing that I'm thinking is Saskatoon is just dominating Calgary right now. You know, in the dying seconds of the period, a huge save by Dancer from the, you know, second line offense of the Wings, but Transports had a pretty good opportunity, and you know he didn't hit it, and it looked like he whiffed on it, but he just shot it right into Dancer, and it was an easy clear. So you know, looking at the shots, 17-6, 4 of them or 3 of them happening in the last 5 seconds of the period. They need to bring a lot more offense to this game, as I mentioned in the previous intermission.
Yeah, well, Discoof, I'm curious to hear what you think. Can the Wings come back into this one?
If they miraculously like pump some air into themselves there, because like they just look a little flat out there right now. You know, not really generating much, playing on their heels. Like the Blues are just like pummeling them with shots and chances. Like even just like trying to get the puck back in your own zone. Like Z01 just like looking and just like takes it right off Luke's stick for like an amazing an amazing goal in my opinion on that one there. But other than that, yeah, Calgary just needs to figure something out that's gonna work here.
Yeah, nothing's really been clicking apart from the last shot that Pearl took, but that was arguably just a mistake by the Blues, leaving him wide open.
I think that was a little once you start hearing like the bells ding or whatever, like as the time's counting down, like people like start to like maybe like let off a bit. Like, oh, the time's
Yeah,
gonna go off. Sometimes
possibly.
people let up a shot then or something, and I've seen goals happen because like someone's like, oh, there's not enough time for them to score, and then well,
Yeah, like one I'm remembering is ZCD in the Winter Classic last season, or last BHL season at least, where he stripped Konechny of the puck and scored with literally a tenth of a second left. And
yeah,
it's a reminder of
it's a
how close
reminder
some of
to
these goals can be.
Or
and
how
it's a reminder
fast paced this game is.
play all the way to the whistle.
Yeah. And that's what Calgary needs to do. They need to wake up, really. And it's tough seeing them play so poorly. So back down to ice level we go as we prepare for the last period. Here's Stan V out for Z01. Luke strips him of the puck. Luke has a chance. He P3s it. And Dancer robs him blind again. He's been tested more and more throughout this game. And he's passed every single one. Luke with it again. But Stan V cruises into the slot to block that shot. He'll try to spring Z. But Emotion gets a hold of that puck. Emotion. He's in. Tries to get a shot away, but Stan V. An excellent ping to keep that from reaching the net. Here's Stan V still with it. Sends a shot in, and Panaman had his eyes on the far side that whole time. Read it well with the glove.
Calgary showing a little bit more offense this period.
Yeah, so far. Here's Luke with it. Had Emotion on the cross, but I believe Stan V may have gotten a stick on that. Luke and Z will fight for it in the corner. Luke getting one out for Emotion. He tries to make a bit at the net, but Z01 got a stick on it. Z trying to beat Luke, and he will! Z01 goes far side to make it 4-0 Saskatoon.
Luke once again tracking the puck the whole way. He's just unable to take it off Z01's stick on the back check. Z01 able to find the far side on Pandaman 10-10. Will we see another mercy rule?
I don't think so. I don't think Calgary's that far gone. Here's transports off the face-off. Looking to just whittle away at the Blues' lead. He won't get anything going, though, as Konechny beats him. He has to regroup in his own zone. Clamper getting past him on the near boards with a P3. Konechny beats Pearl, shoots to the middle of the ice, and Panaman makes an excellent sliding save. Here's Konechny with it again. Tries the short side, nothing there. Konechny beating transports, tries the short side again. Panaman shutting the door. Transports just does not look like himself right now.
Looks like he's just moseying through this game out for a Sunday skate.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he does look like himself. I don't know. He's had some pretty empty points this season, but it's still enough to warrant an all-star selection, and Konechny was not selected to an all-star team. Not that Konechny's a bad player, but it's just, yeah.
No, he's a bum.
Not in this game, no. I mean, Konechny's been pretty solid. He pulls it through transports. Trying to get it up the boards. Here's Konechny in the corner. Konechny Wrapping around the Calgary net, pulling it back, trying to fool Pearl, but he can't do so. Here's Pearl up for Transports. Transports making progress up the ice. Gets it to the middle, but Z01 is there, fresh off the bench. Here's Z01 marching up the ice. Luke thwarts him on the boards. Stan V takes it. Gets around a motion. Stan V's in. Hits the near post. And it's out the other side.
A little bit of a bad change by Calgary, not giving emotion enough time to actually get in position.
Stan V's shot is blocked by Panaman. And he'll keep it. Luke and Emotion still out there. 4-0 is the score. Z01 tries to make it 5-0 off the face-off. Almost able to do it. Here's Z01. Beat by Luke behind the net. Stan V coming in to help. Panaman hits it out to the boards after Stan V tried the short side. Luke springs a motion. He's in. Saved by Dancer. He drops it. Luke has another chance. That's batted down by Stan V. Transports just... Oh, they pulled.
Calgary pulls.
I didn't realize. I didn't think they would. Here's Transports. Has a 2-on-1, but he takes it to the near boards. Just not what you want to do. Calgary is just out of sync. As Stan V will put this into the empty net for the hat trick. 5-0 Saskatoon. 18 seconds to go in this third period. A very, very rough showing from Calgary. With or without their full team, there's some questions to be raised about whether this team can compete in the North Division.
You know, my question is, why are we pulling the goalie down 4-0 with 30 seconds left?
Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting move that beats me, but face off underway. Transports pulls it back. Clamper beating him on the boards. Pearl trying to make room, but he whiffs. A timely whiff. Here's Transports again, going to the near boards. He keeps doing that. But Konechny reads him every time. And Dancer 101 will have the shutout as Saskatoon takes this one 5-0. A dominant performance for the third time tonight. Any last words, ohLuvv, before we end this broadcast?
Congratulations, Dancer 101, on your second career shutout.
Congratulations to Dancer, well deserved. He's had himself a rookie season so far. But with that being said, I've been Demoni, joined by ohLuvv and Youppi behind the camera, as well as others earlier. I bid you all farewell. Have a great rest of your night. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.